so I'm going to be testing out this mirror today. It is from Hamswan. I will put the link down below for you guys to check it out, and the discount code is on the screen. I'm just assembling it. It's really easy. You just pop it into the stand and it does light up. This mirror also actually has adjustable lighting, so if you hold down the button, it will change the dimness of the light, if you guys can see that. You just hit the button once, it's going to be the brightest, and if you hold the button down, it's going to fade. As you can see, it faded down, and you can fade it down all the way. This mirror does also have 5 times magnification. Sorry, I put my fingerprints all over it, but if you turn it around to the back, this little piece pulls out, and this is the 5 times magnification mirror. Basically, you would just stick it on the mirror, and then you can use the magnified piece of the mirror if you're trying to do something up close, and then it just pops off. Another thing to note about the mirror is that you can move it, so it is 90 degrees flexible. So right now it's just regular and down, but you can actually turn the mirror like so. It doesn't turn to the sides at all, but you can push it back or adjust it as much as you want to. And lastly, this can also be charged with a USB, so it does come with this in the box, which is just a basic USB charger. So it does have a plug on the back where you would insert it, and then of course with this part you would need to connect it to an outlet, like with some power, or you can use like your computer or phone or whatever if you prefer. So I'm just going to plug it up and show you guys. Now it is plugged up and it is charging, and I don't believe it has any indicators or anything that tell you. This is really cool because you don't need batteries or anything, and like I said, it is really thin, so it's great for traveling. And you can always take it off of the stand to make it easier for travel, so it's not taking up so much space, and lay it nice and flat in your luggage or whatever. So really cool. I really like this mirror. And also at the bottom, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the way that this tray is made, it kind of has a lip to it, so you can put beauty items or, like, you know, your lip liner or eye pencils, things like that on here, because they will stay. You want to leave some of your favorite products like this mascara and liner, they will pop right on there because it has like a little lip. So just a tip. I'm also going to be using this makeup brush set from Anjo. So this is how it comes. Really, really cute. I love the rose gold packaging on these, and all these brushes are synthetic. So I'm going to be testing them out and putting them to the test today to see how they work to create a full makeup look. This is a close-up of how the brushes look. I really like the handles and everything on them. So the makeup that I'm going to be using today or testing out is the Huda Beauty Nude palette, and this is the Desert Dusk palette. So I'm starting off with this light peachy color, and I'm going to start placing that in my crease. I find that this palette does work really good with the synthetic brushes, because I have also used it with my normal brushes that I usually use, which are more so normal hairs, and I think the color sticks a lot better with the synthetic brushes. So that's just a tip. So I'm going to also use a cream color and just apply that to my brow bone. This brush set had everything that I needed. I didn't have to grab for any other brushes. The only thing that I did use was my beauty blender, of course, just because I'm stuck on using a beauty blender. So I'm just going to take the larger brush and blend it out, and then I'm going to go in with a deeper rusty color and start placing that in my crease to define the crease. I do wish that they had a few more different sizes of blending brushes that were more loosely packed than more dense, because I think that would have worked a lot better, but I was able to make it work. So I'm just going to keep going back using different colors to build it up, and then I'm going to take my concealer and go ahead and cut my crease. This brush that I use for this is really good because it's very dense and packed into place, and I find that this worked really good. And you can also use it to apply eyeshadow, which I believe I did use the same brush for that as well. So I'm just going to clean up the lid area and cut the crease. And on top of it, I'm also going to use some glitter glue by NYX, just so that the colors don't transfer onto my crease area or anything whenever I open my eyes. Then I'm going to take this light pinky rose gold color. I really love this color in the palette. It's actually in both of her palettes, and I find that I pull for this color a lot because it's just a really pretty pinky color. And then I'm going to go in with a color that's a little bit deeper, It's kind of similar, but as you can see, it is definitely darker. And then I'm just going to blend the colors together so that I get a nice ombre. So as you can see, they do mesh well together because they both have that rose gold tone to them. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner. I'm using the Inglot 77 liner in the Duraline. This eyeliner brush is just a regular angled brush, but it is very dense and it did work really, really good to get a sharp line. So I'm just kind of showing you guys what I did, but then I did go back and thicken up my lash line a little bit more. And the lashes that I'm using are from Vegas Nay, and these are the Eyelure lashes in Grand Glamour. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some oil on my face to prep for my foundation. I really love doing this because it really hydrates my skin and I don't have any dry patches peeking through. And then I'm going to be using the Ordinary Serum foundations in 3.0 and 2.1 Y. Both are with the Y at the end for yellow. These are amazing. They're only like $6 or $7, so I would definitely check them out. I do prefer more of a sheer coverage, so these are the Serum foundations. They do also have a full coverage one as well, which is also really good. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out with my beauty blender, and then I'm also going to go ahead and apply my concealer under my eyes. For this, I also did blend out with my beauty blender. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pick up some loose powder, the Mercier translucent powder, and go ahead and set under the eyes, the bridge of the nose, and my chin a little bit. And then I'm using this large fluffy brush to go ahead and sweep away the excess. Then I'm going to take a brush that's a little bit more rounded because this one was tulip shaped, and then I'm going to go ahead and put on my setting powder all over the face. I'm using the MAC MSF in Natural. I believe it's in medium dark or medium deep, something like that. So then I'm just going to blend that all over, and then I'm going to start picking up those same colors that I used in the crease on my lower lash line just to get everything to match up really nice. Starting off with that really orangey color, and then I'm also going to take the lighter color and bring it in a bit. Really, Versace? And then I'm also going to pick up that deeper color that we use. It's like a really rusty brown color, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner, mostly on the lash line. And then I'm going to line my lids or my waterline using the Inglot liner. For my contour or bronzer, I'm using the Makeup Forever bronzer, and I'm using this really sculpted brush. I would probably prefer this one for a cream product, but it did work really good to get like a really defined line. But then I'm going to go back in with a different brush to just blend it out even more so that it's not really harsh. But if you want a sharp contour, this brush will definitely do it for you. It also did work really good on my nose. And it also does blend out quite nice. So now I'm using one that is a little bit more of a flat top angled brush. And then I'm going to take this round one and use it for my blush. I prefer flat brushes for my blush, but I went ahead and did this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and highlight, and I'm just using this small little brush to do so. I think there was a fan brush in the kit. I can't even remember right now because I don't have it in front of me, but I don't know why I just grabbed for this brush, probably because it's flat and that's what I'm more used to using. And then I'm going to just go ahead and spray the face down and then set my brows into place. And that is pretty much it. So that's all of the products that I used and everything. I will list them down below if you guys have questions. Thank you for watching.